Hi, this is Craig Gusson with Outback and Gusson. I'm here today with Tommy. He's with Evolved Benefits. I've known Tommy a long time. He's got some great ideas on what you do if you're a business owner with maybe more than 50 employees and you're worried about paying the penalty. Or you can have a business with 5 people, but those people don't have health insurance, and if they don't have health insurance, they're going to pay a $700 a year penalty. So Tommy has some great ideas on how to do it. Good to see you, Tommy. Talk about
Craig.
what do we do with businesses who need help like this?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on today, Craig. Appreciate it. And I have known you a long time. You're pretty
Yeah.
much a family friend. So it's good to also be in business and be with you here helping out companies. So what we want to really kind of let everybody know is a lot of different industries across the boards have high populations of part-time, variable hour, low-income employees. You've got restaurants, home health care, trucking, landscape, agriculture, just to name a few, janitorial, companies like that where they're having a bit of a challenge hiring, and they're also having a bit of a challenge providing affordable, tangible health insurance for employees, even at the acute services level. So, I think today we can talk about some of these companies that have already passed the 50 employee mark. They got 50 or more full-time or full-time equivalent employees, and they're considered an ALE, an applicable large employer. So what's going to happen is if one of those employees goes out and gets a subsidy, it's going to red flag the IRS. There will be an audit. And if the IRS finds out that this company is out of compliance, the company will receive a letter called a penalty 226J letter. And it's going to basically let them know how much of a fine they have to pay.
And that's because the employee went to Cover California to get a subsidy?
Correct.
Okay.
Now it's not a bad thing if somebody really needs a subsidy and they're looking for that type of plan. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't really want to start off by thinking that, this message here is to actually try to block folks from doing that. Anybody that needs a major medical plan should have one. Okay. But we've got companies out there who don't realize that they're out of compliance. And these companies would love for their employees to have a major medical plan, but on two different levels, maybe they can't afford the contribution that would come out on their end to provide it. And they also understand that at the employee's income level, they can not only afford even the premiums for a bronze plan, but the utilization, the copays, the deductibles, the out-of-pocket maxes, it becomes something that just becomes unattainable. So at Evolve Benefits, we've provided a solution that helps everybody outside of the major medical scenario. We really saw the need for industries across the nation with employees. Companies want their employees to be healthy, and everybody wants insurance. So here we are in the state of California, Craig. Craig, what do we know about the state of California and an individual mandate?
You got to have health insurance and you pay that fine of $700
That's right.
per
In fact,
person.
that's
Family of
right.
4, you got 2 kids, you're looking at, with a spouse, you're looking at what, $2,100 fine?
Correct. So let's look at it at just the individual mandate level. Okay, this has nothing to do with the employer, but every employer they probably care about their employees. So what we've done is we've simply come up with a solution that helps an employee simply reallocate the money that they were just about to vaporize into the IRS's pocket via an individual mandate penalty. So if you just look at the employee level alone, the penalty actually went up a little bit in 2021. It's $750. And if you divide that by 12, that's $62.50 that they're going to give the IRS, and they'll still not have health insurance. And that employer is still going to have unhealthy employees. These employees don't have an opportunity to stay out ahead of their health and avoid major illnesses. So we've come up with a solution that for $59, these employees, which is a couple dollars less than the money that they were going to give the IRS, for $59, these employees are going to have 100% preventative and wellness coverage. They're going to have behavioral health benefits. They're going to have prescription benefits. And everything is accessed via telemedicine, and they can do video calls. And every major pharmacy in their area, they're going to be able to pick up a prescription after they get on the call, either with the telemedicine or they get on their behavioral health call. They'll have affordable prescription benefits. And
But that's
so,
great for, yeah, for most of these employees. I mean, because they don't ever go to the doctor. So they just, what do they worry about? You know, being able to see a doctor or get a prescription.
well, you're right. And post-pandemic, Craig, you and I are students of the industry. I see you all over the place on different medias. I know there's a couple of news channels in San Diego that love to have you on at least once a quarter. And I stalk you a little bit. I watch all that stuff. I just love watching you, educate everybody. But, I'm a student of the industry in my own fashion. And one thing I do know, during the pandemic and post-pandemic, one thing that's been adopted on both ends of the health insurance spectrum is telemedicine. The more people have been made it more, it's more adopted for people to feel the convenience of not having to go to a doctor's office.
Right.
They're possibly double booked, triple booked, staying in a lobby of a doctor's office long enough to possibly, get somebody's germs from people sitting there for just as long. On the medical side, there's studies, I mean, you name it, Willis Towers Watson, Kaiser, UHC. I mean, I could reference 10 different validated sources. They all say one thing about telemedicine and teledoc. It's allowed for a more efficient way of delivering quality healthcare. And it also puts the member, who that's what we're here to serve, right? Everything should be reverse engineered, starting at the end user, which is the members we serve. The members themselves are actually getting a higher quality of healthcare because higher quality, reputable doctors are more available because they can manage a schedule a lot better via teledoc and telemedicine. So, if you go back to the basic level of, just the individual mandate, if a company wanted to offer this voluntary, it's still really helping that employee reallocate that same money and get a plan they can use. Now, a company can take this a step further. They can pay for that $59 plan. And for $61 out of the employee's pocket, they can buy up to a plan that actually gets them a PPO network. They can self-refer to specialists, primary doctors. They get urgent care, lab, and x-ray. They get a 4-tier prescription benefit to include the telemedicine and behavioral health. And if the company paid for that baseline $59 plan and the employee upgraded to our most robust plan, $61 is still $1.50 less than the money that they were going to give the IRS and remain without health insurance.
So you're talking about like 100, 110 bucks a month?
Yeah.
It's pretty inexpensive to have a really good plan for the basic, for basic coverage. I mean, it's not going to be anything super, but it's going to give you basic coverage. And I think nowadays that's what we're seeing a lot of employers want as they're starting to bring back employees to the workforce, or they're starting going, hey, I want to hire people. How do I now start to hire people, starting to make money and also provide some kind of benefits? And, right now with the way the market is, every time I walk into any type of business in San Diego County, everyone has the same sign on the door: we're hiring.
Yes. And
they're all going, how can we do benefits? So Tommy, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Craig Gusson with Auerbach and Gusson, Tommy with Evolve Benefits. What is here to help you and help your employees get health insurance at a very low, inexpensive cost. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.